You're watching KYOT. In 2008, the announcement trailer for what would become Halo 3 ODST shows that the original title was named Halo 3 Recon. The title would change to Halo 3 ODST to be more direct of the characters involved. You're an ODST, linking up with more ODSTs, to put it simply. Y'all seem to appreciate when I get a little more personal about my experience playing different Halo games. Here is the GameStop I picked it up from on midnight release when I lived in Chantilly, Virginia, same as Halo Reach. But in 2018, it turned into a Thai restaurant. However, right next door, the CC's Pizza was still there. I remember eating there a few times. There's plenty of other better pizza places. But in 2023, oh my goodness, CC's Pizza went out of business. At least for this location. As a teenager in high school during those summer nights, that buffalo pizza was pretty good. But what is this? Roaming Rooster in the same unit that was the Thai place before, which was a GameStop before that? Let's get a head-on look at that logo too. Well, you can't see the large one from this camera angle, but zooming in to see the logo, wow, that looks awfully similar to Rooster Teeth's newer 20th anniversary logo. Checking Roaming Rooster's posts, they've had their logo dating back longer than Rooster Teeth's new 20th anniversary logo. I guess chicken is inspiring. Let's get back on track to Halo. I believe Halo 3 Recon, created by Artisan Mods, is a really cool experience. On the Nexus mod page, they even laid out a Halo-themed changelog, putting the extra time in to tell you everything that has been altered. You get to fight elites in this mod, and that's awesome. I'll speak more about them in a moment. The brute shields and health have been buffed to account for the new weapon and equipment sandbox. Weapons such as the Magnum, unsuppressed SMG, and the battle rifle make a return. These imported weapon models, they are from Halo 3. Similarities with these weapon changes is tighter bullet spread and higher projectile velocity. Now this is where the challenge comes into play. Your enemies and allies have the best AI behavior in a Halo mod. That is, engagement ranges have been increased. Now because of this, the more accurate and faster weapon projectiles being wielded by enemies willing to engage at a further distance brings a challenge to the player that I believe is needed, especially for experienced players that want a fresh experience. There's plenty to love about this mod that also involves the player. The arc of the grenade throw has been mitigated. Crouch walking speed is increased. Your shields have been decreased, but your vitality is increased. This punishes those that are not careful. But what's the most interesting to me is that I requested another mod author years ago to see if they could reduce the player's height to make the Covenant appear more intimidating and the ODST to feel more like what they are, a human, an ODST in the Marines. Now this separate mod, Halo 3 Recon, does just that. The player's height has been reduced, making the Covenant feel more of what they would look like to an average human. Being able to wield the energy sword as an ODST is pretty neat. Now I'll approach a Marine in this mod, and you'll see the difference from the retail version. I'll compare both.
I saw your pod hit. You're one lucky SOB.
See any more come down?
Negative. But I didn't see much of anything after that flash.
While it's dark here, you can see from their silhouettes and the first-person view that they are more or less around the same height. Now let's check out the retail version.
I saw your pod hit. You're one lucky SOB.
See any more come down?
Negative. But I didn't see much of anything after that flash. But listen, some of these buildings are open.
That's interesting. It looks like the bipeds of the ODST and the Marine are the same height, just like in the mod, but clearly the first-person camera is higher in the retail version than in Recon. Here's both for comparison. It appears as though the biped is unchanged, and it's just the first-person camera that's been altered. Of course, in retail, the brutes are still towering the player. They are big, but they're that much more intimidating when the camera is slightly lowered. And it's not just the brutes. Jackals are taller than the player, and it shows. Even when they aim a weapon at you with a slight hunch, they are still taller, and they're supposed to be between 6'2" to 6'8" creatures.
Overkill.
These grunts appear to be slightly larger as well.
Overkill. Killing spree.
This mod can also be enjoyed in Firefight with all the same attributes for players and enemies. Look at how much of a beast this brute looks. Man, they look intimidating, just like they should be. Now when it comes to the elites, I like how in the early parts of the campaign, you'll fight both elites and brutes. But as the campaign continues, the skirmish between the two will develop, especially as you get closer to the superintendent. I like this gradual distrust between the two. Instead of how some make it seem like both elites and brutes are like robots, they hear the word Great Schism and they just turn on each other right then and there. It just doesn't make any sense. It lacks depth and it disregards situational awareness. Put it this way, after accidentally coming to Earth as the Covenant and discovering humans live here, would every single elite and every single brute really start fighting one another in the middle of invading New Mombasa? No, I don't see it. This mod is clever enough. Not every single brute and elite will go against each other right as they load in. You'll have to take cover as elites push forward while their brute captain hangs back. The elites may rush you with the sword after you take down their shields. If you dismantle the brute's shield and armor, they may berserk. In essence, this mod adds variety to the combat while making more sense to the elite's involvement timeline from that of Halo 2. There is equipment in Halo 3 Recon. Left bumper is how you use it once you pick it up. You'll see the equipment is very useful in this mod. This mod emphasizes the danger as the lone rookie. The pedigree of this game is not tactical, it's not about stealthy espionage. Nice. It's methodical, and I feel like I have to make better decisions when I'm on my own as the rookie.
Headshot! Enjoy that extra nose hole. What a throw! Hoorah!
Ooh, the unsuppressed SMG. It's got a higher rate of fire and deals more damage per bullet, although it has more recoil and less effective range.
Reloading.
Uh-oh, a dead Spec Ops Elite. Way down here. You can hear the brutes and elites fighting one another. You don't hear Unity weapons.
Proceed with caution.
More Spec Ops Covenant elites. Here's the brutes the elites were fighting.
It's you.
This mod can be downloaded by clicking on the Nexus link in the description of this video. I'm always looking for a fresh experience with Halo 3 ODST. This is one of the best mods for it, Halo 3 Recon. Enjoy and check out my other videos.